Dos cabronas.
Welcome to Spooky Scary Stories.
What are we going to talk about today, Michi?
Today we're going to take a look at our Latino leyendas, the little myths that we have in our cultures to get us little chamacos in line.
Were traumatized us up until our adulthood, where we realize we have a problem if we can't sleep in the dark.
Yeah. Like the pile of clothes.
Oh, God.
You're like, that's something. I swear I saw it blink at me.
Dude, I have to cover my toes at
Oh,
night. I can't, as hot as
yeah.
it is, just my feet have to be under a blanket
Yeah.
because something's going to eat them.
I thought I was the only one.
No.
Like,
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Karen.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Michi.
I do the same thing,
Oh.
too.
We're both crazy. But yeah, I feel like these little leyendas, like, they were told to us when we were like misbehaving and they wanted us to be very, very good. They're like, you better freaking get it together.
Or else El Cucuy and La Llorona are all gonna get back together. What is that'd be some scary ass
Oh
kids.
yeah, because that's like the ultimate transformer right there. I'd be so freaking scared.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. Oh man. Well, which ones have you heard? I know, like in Mexico.
I feel okay. So I feel like we've all heard like popular ones, and the most popular one that we've heard is La Llorona. So I want to talk about it for those who don't know about the story of La Llorona,
the weeping woman.
Boom. The thunder, no? Boom.
Boom. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyways, so here we go. So this story originates in Mexico. So from what the stories I've heard, it goes like this. Story time. Okay, once upon a time, there was a lady in a pueblo, and she was very poor. But the thing is that she was beautiful. She was blessed with gorgeous hair and beautiful eyes and lips. Everybody wanted to be with her.
Everyone wanted to be her.
Everybody wanted to be her, and she didn't want no one because she knew she was like, I need somebody with some monies. Luckily, one day, some guy and his horsey carriage came by the village. And when he came by the village, they looked at each other and they found love. You know? They were like, oh.
That moment where it's just like, I want you forever.
Yeah. So they found love, and he was like, I need you to be my woman. And she was like, you know what? You're pretty cute and you got some monies. Let's do this. So then they got together, right? But when they got together, the guy, the now fiance, goes to tell his papa. He's like, hey dad, I know you all worked so hard for all this money, and now I inherited it and it's my money now, but look, I found this homegirl here. She might be broke, but she beautiful. And then the papa was like, hell no, hey, she ain't got no money, get her broke ass home. And then he was like, oh, but I love her so much. So
this sounds like the drunk history of La Llorona, by the way. Those are my 2 cents.
And then, so what they do is they're like, no one can defeat this love. This is our love. So what they do is they go, let's build a house in my pueblo. Like, you could live over here. Nobody judges us. They only envy us. So what they do is they make a little beautiful house in her pueblo. And when they make the house in the pueblo, he starts to like distance himself from her. And they have and she ends up getting knocked up, and she has some beautiful baby twins, one boy and one girl. And the dad ends up like showing so much affection to his kids. He deeply loves his kids, but he doesn't
pay attention to his wife
anymore.
Yeah,
He doesn't pay attention to her anymore. And he's like, whatever, you did your thing, you gave me my babies, like, that's all I care.
You're there for reproduction, and that's what I need you for, and that's what you did, and that's what happened, and here you go.
Exactly. So then he was like, I gotta go. I gotta work over there in El Otro Pueblo. So he was like, I'll catch you later, homegirl. And then so he leaves, and he one day the doña was just walking around, and she sees his homeboy husband
Okay.
in a carriage with some other hyena. That's another
That's
lady.
scandalous.
Yeah, and she goes, oh hell no, this motherfucker cheated on me. He fucking thought. So then she goes, you want some revenge? I'll show you what fucking revenge is. So she takes her niños and she takes them to the river, and she drowns them. As she does this as revenge, like, oh, you thought you could cheat on me, and drowns them. The second like she notices that they're gone is when she just regrets it. So she tries to look for her children, but the river took the babies, and because the river took the babies, she started crying for her kids. Ay, mis niños, which means, oh, my kids, my children. And so she was so depressed, and she didn't eat for days, and she was just looking for her kids. Eventually she got so depressed that she decided to commit suicide, and she also drowned herself. When she drowned herself, apparently she went to heaven, and they told her, you're not allowed to enter the other side of the world, because unless you bring your children in human form and you find them and you bring them to us. Mind you, the river already took the kids,
and
they're dead. So she has to come back to Earth, and now she's trapped on Earth because obviously she's never gonna find her babies because the river took them. And now whenever she sees little kids, she tries to take them because she thinks they're her children, and when she finds out they're not her children, she sucks the soul out of them.
I thought she drowns them.
Well, no, she just sucks the soul out of them, that it's like they suffocate, like they're drowning. Yeah.
And then they end up in the river?
Because they're like, oh, psh, there's a splash in the river. Yeah.
Thank you for the visual.
Yeah. Yep. And that's the story of La Llorona.
That is a way more complex story than, I guess, what we heard as kids, It's just like, this lady's going to come get you, so you better go to sleep.
They're like,
oh, you're going to misbehave?
Yeah.
La Llorona's going to come get you.
Or like, don't go out late because La Llorona's going to get you.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, it's just this fucking crazy bitch.
Dude, honestly, I would be scared and I wouldn't go out.
When would your mom tell you this?
When I was little.
Was it because you were being a bad kid?
No, because I was not a bad kid. I was an angel. But I did like going out to my friend's house and my primo's houses because we all lived in the same building.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like, I'm gonna go, and my mom was like, you need to be home at a certain time, and I'd be like, nah. But then I would, like, after she told me that, I was like, okay, I need to be home because I'm really scared, so I would go home early because I'm a little scared cat.
Dude, I don't blame you.
What about you, Karen?
Well, I'll tell you about the random one that my mom told me about. And it's just like, my mom traumatized me to be scared of a fucking giant cat. El gato's gonna come get you if you don't go to sleep early, or if you don't do this, it's gonna come get you. So I was always scared this giant cat was just gonna come out of nowhere and just eat me. So that's my irrational fear. No, dude, I was just scared of a fucking cat. I just pictured a big cat. She never explained. I never asked questions. I just know something's gonna get me if I don't listen. I'd be like, no, gato, no. But the one we have in Guatemala is La Ciguat. Fuck, dude, this is a hell of a name.
Try it one more time. Go.
I know. Hold up. Ciguanabana.
There you go.
No, I'm kidding. That's not even the right way you say it.
Oh, shit.
Ciguanaba. There we go. Dude, I don't know, in my head, just like...
No, I mean, like, if you see that, you're like...
Guanabana.
What is that, from White Chicks?
Cuanta la mera. Juanita, cuanta la mera. Juanita, cuanta la mera. Juanita, cuanta la mera.
Anyways.
Papi said he don't know you. I love that movie. But yeah, all right, so La Cigua. Fuck. Ciguanaba?
Mm-hmm.
So this is basically a woman who lives by a ravine, and she is a shape-shifting spirit that takes a form of a naked woman with a beautiful body, and she has like transparent clothing on, right? So you can see everything.
Like sexy time.
Oh, yeah, but she has the face of a horse, right? And it's said that she'll lure men, and she has big flowy black hair, right? So the tale goes that she'll lure drunken men coming from the pueblo with like her beauty and her charm, and they don't really see her face, and some people say like her face will take shape of their lovers, whoever they're in love with, right? But she'll lure them to the outskirts where the rivers are, and as soon as they realize that they're lost and where they are, like that's when she'll kill them, right? And that's when she'll turn around and they'll be like, fuck, it's a horse in a dress.
Like, imagine seeing that.
But I also think like it's a super fucking random ass like shapeshifter, you know, like a woman with a horse face, like what? And I was trying to look at like the symbolism of that, like why a horse face? But the other part of it is that she, you know, will do the same thing, but she'll lure men that are you know, looking to like cheat on their wives. So it's kind of like a
That's
revenge.
What they get.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, fuck, if I was a spirit and came back to life, I'd fucking be a horse face killer.
Yeah. Maybe it's just like the horse face is just to traumatize. You know?
Yeah, I guess it's to like just
before you die.
Yeah.
Do they always die?
Yeehaw, bitch. Yeah, it's either they either die of the shock, or they drown in the river. One of those two. But I remember like the only reason I looked this up is because I remember my dad was telling me he's from this little town called Squinkla in Guatemala, and when he would have to go home, he would have to pass this river. And there was one day, I'm not sure, he was probably like 10 years old, where he stayed at a friend's house or something, and by the time he was riding his bike home, it had already gotten dark. And as he was passing the lake...
Then wait, I'm sorry, but like riding your bike in the pueblo where there's like, we think about like, oh, lots of lights and stuff.
Oh no, that shit's pitch fucking black.
Exactly. Like how...
The moonlight will illuminate you.
The moonlight will show me the way.
That's it. And just hear your farm. Just hear your chickens in a distance. You'll know you're close by. But so as he was riding along, like he saw this glowing figure by the lake, and it was such a glow that he saw it like reflect from the lake too. And immediately, as he saw just like this woman with long black hair, he like looked and he was like, fuck this shit, and he started pedaling even faster on his way home.
I would too.
Hell yeah, same here. I'm not gonna fucking say no chismosos. Being a nosy person
I'd
takes
probably
me
be
nowhere.
crying though, like,
I thought you were tough. What happened?
Honestly, I would be probably crying, whoever I saw.
Oh, I don't blame you. Dude,
to this
I
day.
get scared. I remember there was this one day I got scared when we had like a power outage. I was in the kitchen cooking with my friend Annette, and we were just talking, having a normal conversation, and all of a sudden like all the lights fucking turn off, and I immediately like drop down to the floor like under the counter. And I start screaming, and she's like, dude, it's a fucking power outage. But I just can't with the dark. It still scares me.
I mean, I feel like it scares me too. I used to be a lot more scared of the dark, because I feel like when you turn off the light, you're like, hey, someone's behind me. Gotta run faster.
Gotta run, yeah. Run to each switch.
Fucking like, like running out of there.
Oh my god.
Or when your mom's like, go turn off the kitchen light. And you're like, damn it.
That's like the quickest sprint ever.
You're just like,
Didn't even see me.
mm-mm. I would be scared. No, or when you're taking a shower. I used to do, like, now I got over it. Like, thank God.
Is it because of the movie It?
Really?
What?
I'm so scared of clowns.
No, I know. Is that why, though?
Don't have that in my head.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I have to sleep here by myself.
Oh, okay. So here you
You'll
go.
be fine at home. I'm the one who has to talk about this and sleep here by myself.
No, it's not because of that.
Oh, okay.
It was just that when I would take a shower and I would wash my hair, and literally every time I would close my eyes, I thought somebody was trying to get me, and I would close my eyes. I was like, okay, shh, and I would put my head out, and sometimes I would even open my eyes, even though there was soap in it. Like, there's soap in my eyes. I mean, you still like, but I'm only gonna close one eye because I still have to see what's going on.
Oh my God. Yeah, I've done that before. I was only asking if it was because of It, because that shit traumatized me as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen the original?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
But have you seen the original? No, you're making me talk about stuff. We're gonna
So
talk about it.
I'm so terrified of this.
So for the original, they have this scene where one of the kids is like in some gym shower.
Yeah.
And he thinks he's by himself, but guess what? He's not by himself.
I know.
Freaking It comes out of the freaking drain and appears as his full form, and then he eats him and takes him down.
Yeah.
Right? So I kept thinking, you know, as a kid, my logic was like, fuck, clowns live in the drains. So I'm not kidding. For like the next 2 years after seeing that movie, I would put like a little rag towel in the drain.
Oh, you would?
I was so fucking scared. I was so scared because I'm like, oh,
no, I don't blame
be
you.
the day.
That movie traumatized me. Like, that's why I hate clowns.
Who made you watch it?
My cousin, I think. Or my mom. I don't know. It was some family member. That's all I know.
Someone who was supposed to care about.
They're like, it's fine. It's a kids movie. Don't worry.
There's a clown. It's a kids movie.
They put me to watch Chucky. They put me to watch was it Freddy Krueger movies?
Oh, I love those. Those never scared me. It was just It.
No, all of those movies. I was just like,
Wait, do you like watching scary movies?
I do now. I do.
Okay.
No, but I think I do like them because I'm traumatized now. So
you just can't watch clown movies.
No, which I'm starting to watch because I'm like, if I watch it, I'll get over my fear.
I guess, but I mean, I don't really find that as like an irrational fear. Because, like, how often in your fucking lifetime are you going to see a clown?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, not in a lifetime. Let's say in a year. How many times have you seen a clown 2020?
Yeah.
Depends what we're talking about. But, I don't know. But it's also the way you like to think about, like, dealing with, like, trauma or things you're scared of, because I'm fucking scared of heights. I'm terrified of heights, and Michi keeps saying like, oh dude, you just need to like skydive, just do it to the extreme, you'll get over it, like just do this. And I'm like, when the fuck am I gonna be at the like at a rooftop, you know? Like, I don't know. Anyway, I can avoid heights is what I mean, right? I'm fucking terrified of heights. I don't do roller coasters. I would never fucking skydive.
Boo.
And Michi keeps trying to convince me to, oh, dude, just skydive. Like, you just need like exposure therapy and do this, and you're not gonna be scared anymore. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, no, I'll fucking die.
No,
I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack on a roller.
And then you're gonna be like on the ground, and you'll be like, wait a minute, I didn't die. I'm alive. I'm a new person, brand new.
I could live the rest of my life not getting on a roller coaster, skydiving. I'm scared of a lot of things.
But yeah. Anyways, back to our spooky, scary story. There's another one that I want to talk about, and it's about the cucuy.
That one's a hit.
It's a hit. Both of them have movies, so if you want to check them out, you can check out the movies.
They're terrible. Don't
even
check
though
it
they're
out.
wackety whack whack.
They're terrible.
You can still watch the movies. So let's talk about El Cucuy. El Cucuy. Okay, so El Cucuy is also, so this one's about a myth about, so this person can be an animal. They say sometimes he's a wolf. He said sometimes he's like a large, not an animal, but like a large demon looking thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Wait, like what? Is that what demons sound like to you?
I think so. Like,
It's not that scary.
and he also can be, what I've heard of the story is that he is an old man with a crooked spine.
I have never heard that one.
Mm-hmm. And so he apparently lives in the mountain, top of a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And he has like this red ear. And his red ear helps him hear the children
Just
that
one
are
right ear?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to picture.
No, yeah, it's just one ear and you know? And he can hear when children are being bad.
Okay.
And so whenever someone says like El Cucuy is gonna come get you if you don't come and do this, El Cucuy is gonna come get you if you don't go to sleep now, you know?
He's like, that's my alarm.
And the kids are like, no, I don't want to go. You don't tell me what to do. And that's when the Cucuy comes and he goes, what you said about me? You thought I wasn't going to come. Here I am. And then it comes and it grabs him. It doesn't even like, oh, let me swoop you up.
Yeah.
No, he grabs them and he drags them
Up the mountain?
up the mountain. So they go through, the little kids go up the dragging, crying, and he drags them up there. He takes them into his cave, and when he takes them into his cave, he leaves them there for a couple days. And while the kids are crying or whatever, once he's like, okay, he's tired of hearing them cry, he eats them.
Damn, that got dark.
Mm-hmm.
Don't the parents feel bad for calling it cucuy?
That's what I'm saying.
Like this shit, it's like if you
saying.
do anything bad, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
That's it.
If you don't wash those damn dishes, you're gonna die.
I know. Well, I mean, shit, that sounds like my mama. But okay, as I was visualizing
Yes.
your story, all I pictured was just a darker, like the Grinch meets Krampus.
Oh.
Like, tell me that's not what it sounds like.
Ooh.
Right?
Maybe that's why the Grinch lives like on the top.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Oh, and there's kids under all that trash.
huh?
No. Because he puts kids in cage. That took a second to click because it's really late.
No, I just like, what? Trash? Huh?
Oh.
But now I know because he has like trash. He does in the trash.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Maybe. I mean,
Damn.
same.
Need to look at some conspiracy theories right here. But yeah.
Is the Grinch really at cucuy?
But that is the story of, that one was a lot shorter.
Yeah.
But that is the old myth of El Cucuy.
Have you seen the one that always like gets me is La Chupacabra?
Ooh, I don't know that story.
Okay, so all I know from this thing is it kind of looks like a hyena / demon, and
It doesn't make it.
I mean, maybe, but all I know about that one is that like it eats goats, it eats your farm animals.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. That
Yeah.
it eats the farm animals.
Chupacabra. But I don't know why they told us to be scared of it. What cracks me up is like I remember like I used to look this up along with like aliens because I was obsessed with aliens as a kid.
Oh yes, I am afraid of aliens. My mom's seen an alien
Where?
in Mexico,
Where in Mexico?
in her pueblo, next door to her.
What did it look like?
She said, okay, let me tell you the story.
Yeah, tell me the story.
So she said she was in her house,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like, she says in Mexico it rains like storm, like, you know. And she said it was raining really hard, and it was raining like thunder and everything, and she just started hearing like whew, 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 whew. And she was just like, what is that weird noise? Like, why is there a weird noise? And so she looked out the window and she saw that her neighbor's house, no rain was falling down on the neighbor's house.
Mm-hmm.
She saw literally it was like a circle and no rain was falling on it. And she remembers, like she just kept hearing, she hears thunder, right? Boom, thunder, and then it starts to pour rain on the house, right?
Oh.
Yeah. So the next day, I guess like they find out that the old man, he was like a skeleton, like he was like chupado, like he was just old and like wrinkly and about to die, and nobody knows what happened to him. Like, cause the wife, apparently she doesn't remember anything.
That's a story.
And that's why I'm afraid of aliens. Because they real.
Yeah.
My mom says there's good aliens and then there's bad aliens, and they roam the world.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the bad aliens, like you can tell their presence, and the good aliens, they help people. And there's aliens that are so tall they look like poles, so you don't notice that because they're so tall, and they could blend in with the poles.
That's my first time hearing this.
And yeah, and they live with us in society, but they blend so well that we don't even notice them.
Pull right outside.
That's why I'm scared of aliens. I believe it, and I be always getting nightmares
About aliens?
Yeah.
That's random. I got the weirdest fucking nightmares. But it's more my anxieties.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Anything else that your parents scared you, traumatized you with love?
Yeah, right?
Because it's all with love, you know?
Yeah, they mean no wrong, I guess. Honestly, no. Like, I don't remember. I know my mom has told me a few, but I honestly, they do not come to mind.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the main one with her is El Gato.
El Gato.
You know? I'm fucking scared of a cat. Stupid.
I never heard that one before.
Yeah, because she fucking made it up. I've never heard anyone
No,
be scared of that.
I never heard the one that you told about that story about the jambalaya.
Siwanaba.
Oh, ¿cómo? Siwanaba.
Yeah.
I never heard of that one till today.
Really?
Yeah. Never heard that one before.
Yeah, I've heard that one since I was a kid. But I never worried about it because I felt like it was always like a Pueblo story, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I live in K-Town. I'll be fine, you know?
You know, maybe that's another thing, that we live over here. So we're like, we're over here. We're not in the Pueblos. We're fine.
Yeah, we're more scared of serial killers and possums.
And spiders. One more story that I can tell is I thought it was in Mexico, but apparently it wasn't in Mexico.
Where was it from?
In Texas. So there was a night when everybody went dancing, and they went to this specific club in Texas. Everybody was having a good time, and all of a sudden, this handsome man came in.
Ooh, handsome.
You know, looking like Twilight status. You know how when in the Twilight, when Edward's like walking
and like everything goes into slow-mo.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I've never seen that movie.
You lying.
I know I am lying.
Okay. So like it's just think about Edward walking down, you know, and all the girls are like, oh my god, and he's like, blood, but you know, but so he's walking in, all the ladies are looking at him, and all the ladies are like, oh my god, like he's beautiful, I need to dance with him, right? And so he's just like walking around, and he finds this one lady, and he tells her, you want to dance? And she's like, oh my god, he picked me, I'm the lucky winner.
It's gonna bite me.
Yeah. So he goes with her, and they dance. They're dancing and they're having a great time, and she's like, I'm so lucky, I'm dancing with such a beautiful guy. For some reason, she like apparently doesn't look at the floor the whole time, so she decides to look at the floor.
It's because she knows how to dance. She don't need to look at the floor.
Her little 1, 2, 3, 4. So she looks at the floor, and she sees that he has hoofs.
Hoofs?
Hoofs.
Hoofs.
moves.
Like a horsey.
Uh-huh.
What's up with the fucking horse things, man?
Yeah.
Are we supposed to be scared of horses?
I don't know.
I'm scared of a cat. Might as well add a fucking horse in there.
But so she sees that and she starts yelling. Like yelling, like, oh my god. Like I would yell.
Yeah.
What would you do?
I'd be like, bro, like, what shoes are those? They're the new users.
Dude, I would be so scared and I would be like, I would probably run. Honestly.
But he has hubs. He'd super chase you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it isn't like you run that fast.
Oh shit. Damn. So apparently she starts screaming and then he gets like, oh no, they caught me. So he runs to the bathroom and apparently when he's in the bathroom, a smell starts to come, like a rotten smell.
Chorro.
And then they go check and the guy's gone. So they say that the lady danced with the devil.
But nothing happened to her, right? Because she got away?
Nothing happened to her, but I think nothing happened to her because she was in front of everyone. Like everyone witnessed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe his plan was like, I'm going to take her and I'm going to kill her.
But why her specifically?
But he didn't end up taking her because he got caught.
The devil got caught.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard that one. I'm trying to think of like the scariest story I've ever heard.
I feel like that's, like, for me, that's like the scariest ones. Those stories that I've said, like, those are the ones I grew up with. And those are the ones that are like, ooh. And I feel like I'm going to pass them on to my kids, too.
To traumatize them. You know, because trauma is generational.
Yeah. Because that's how we do what we do. You know what I mean?
God, yeah.
And I feel like that, and I love that that's something that's been passed for generation to generation to generation. And how a story can originate somewhere, but it's all over the world, it could be different stories. Oh, wait, you know different stories. Tell me from what was it about the rose bush?
Dude, okay, this one I found, and again, I heard this in high school, so that was some time ago. But my friend, who's Cambodian, he was telling me about this. It's not a shapeshifter; it's just a demon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the demon it's a woman's head connected to like a spleen, right? So it's her entire spine.
You know what just
she doesn't have a body.
It popped in my head.
SpongeBob.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chocolate. He wants chocolate.
No,
what does he want?
Exactly. So something like that, right? Spleen in a head, woman's head. From what I remember, it will come into your house and take your soul. And please correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm probably butchering the story.
Yeah.
But to kind of avoid or prevent the spleen from coming to get you,
yeah,
a lot of people planted rose bushes in front of their houses or in front of their windows.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, damn, that's why you got rose bushes? And he's like, yeah, my mom did it. Like, she put it there, and I'm like,
you see?
All right,
and then we grow up believing it,
mm-hmm.
and then we just like start doing stuff like that.
Yeah, because it's just like, it's funny because the one I was telling you about, the one Siguabana, I can't pronounce it right now. I'm too tired. But they also have, you know, it has a story in Mexico too. It has a story in Honduras, in Spain even. Like, it's all over the place.
Yeah.
But I think the Spain one's just like, she used to be a princess.
Yeah,
that got
it's so
married
extra.
to Prince, yeah.
But that's crazy how.
I don't know
But
what
that
happened.
just shows you how it changes everywhere. It changes.
Oh yeah.
Like duendes.
Oh
like
God.
Duendes are little elves. And okay. So we recently went on a trip. And we were looking for, what were we looking for?
Charger?
A charger.
Mm-hmm.
A charger? Was it a charger?
I don't know. You guys were looking for something.
I think we were looking for, let's say, my phone. Let's just put it my phone, right? We were looking for my phone, and I had left it in the room, and I know where I saw where I left it, and I walked away, came back, the phone was gone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I was like, has anyone seen my phone? Has anyone seen my phone? And everybody was downstairs. Nobody was upstairs. And everybody was like, no, we haven't seen the phone. And I was like, what the heck? Where's my phone? And so I was we looked under the bed, we looked everywhere for it, and we couldn't find it. And I was like, "Where is it? Where is it?" And all of a sudden in my head, I was like, "A duende has it." And I was like, "You know what?" And my mom always told me, if a duende hides your stuff, you have to tell them, "Hey, I'm not playing. I want my stuff back. I'm gonna go outside, and when I come back, you're gonna put it back where it belongs." Karen, you laugh, but then
No,
I
I
come,
know.
I come back into the room, and we're like, I was like, "Ah, let me just check again. This first spot I checked, and it
Mm.
was right there."
No, I know. I remember being downstairs and you guys screaming like, "Oh shit! What the fuck happened?" And el duende, el duende.
Yeah, dude, the duendes like they. Well, what? Okay, so here's what I know about duendes is that they're little elves that some people believe they're babies that were never baptized and they unfortunately passed away, so they're just little kids that want to play with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also like the evil side of duendes, which I haven't heard, but like the one I know is that they like to hide your stuff to play with you. Like they
Those are the evil ones.
No, I've
Oh,
never heard of the. I've never heard the
oh,
story of the
okay,
evil ones,
okay.
but
Is what
there
you're
is
saying.
story of evil ones.
Okay, I see.
But the ones I know is like they just hide your stuff because they're bored and they
Mm-hmm.
think you're playing with them,
Mm.
so they hide your things until you tell them like I'm not playing with you, like
Give
give
my
me my
stuff
stuff,
back.
and then it's literally right there.
Mm.
Like that has happened to me like 4 times. That has never happened to you?
No. But I mean, for me, if I lose things, I lose things.
Oh,
Just kind of like, but also like for me, like I just have the bad habit of fucking leaving shit in random places. Like
oh,
I'll find my car keys in the fridge or in the fucking cabinet or whatever,
yeah.
So like I can't find shit. But I have heard of them growing up,
Yeah,
but it
and
was
I feel
never
like that's
like,
something, and I feel like it's crazy because when you actually find it after you say like give it back to me, and then you
mhm.
find it, you're just like whoa, like they really had it, they exist, they're real. Maybe it's just like I just didn't look that well,
I
but you know.
mean, because you aren't the
But this
best.
time it wasn't just me looking, so that's why I was like, it wasn't just me.
Yeah.
It was literally two more people that were helping me look.
Yeah, because honestly, you're the worst person at searching for
Oh
anything.
yes.
It could be right in front of your face, and you're like, I don't see it.
Mhm.
I don't see it.
I did that the other day with my car keys. I was like, I can't find my car keys. I lost them. Oh my God. And my sister was like, Did you check here? I was like, Yeah. And I opened them and was like, You see, they're not there. She's like, They're literally right there. And I was like, Oh, my bad. Trying to blame everyone. You guys took
Yeah.
my keys.
Yeah, you're just the worst.
But yeah, that was the story of the
Spooky,
duendes.
scary stories.
We hope you enjoyed our spooky scary stories.
And get some sleep tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be scared.
Persínate before you go to bed. Everything's gonna be okay. Watch some of The Office to feel good, you know.
Or what's that British show you've been watching?
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton. Anyways, enjoy your night.
Anyways, thank you for joining
Get
us.
some sleep.
See you on the next episode.
Bye bye.
Bye.